Okay, we are recording. Just so we can go back and rewatch it if we want. But so we're going to be talking about like expanding your network, and then obviously like we know how to expand our network and stuff. But Cassie talked to me today about like the Philippines launch, and I've not been like super stoked about this. Just being completely transparent. I know a lot of people are like super hyped and stuff about like Philippines and Mexico and stuff launching. It's just I've never um, excited for like international teams just because I feel like it can be a little more work than US teams. But I know we have a few Canadian people now, and so like just dipping our toes in the water for expansion just in Canada. Um, but Cassie made some really good points. Like nobody is, I mean, there are a lot of people taking advantage of Philippines, but there's still not a whole lot of people. So it's like a huge untapped market. And there's going to be like tons and tons and tons of distributors to take advantage of. And then like that's fast start bonuses, that's like charting, like going for promotions. Like, I mean, it's just a distributor and it's going to be amazing. And it's like the whole $20 kit things over again, but full price because it's a whole new market. But I wanted to kind of pick Cassie's brain about how she's expanding her network and taking advantage of the Philippines and Mexico. I know she's mainly doing Philippines right now, but we can apply this for Mexico as well because it will launch the end of June if things stay on track. But like, what are you doing to expand your network, like reach these potentials for the Philippines? Are you doing it on Facebook? Are you doing it on Instagram? Like, what's your kind of game plan on that?
So I was definitely not hyped about the Philippines expansion until like 2 days ago. In one of my follow-ups is a girl that I was talking to from the Philippines before the expansion even happened, like before I knew. And I was like, we'll get there one day. And then we were, and I was like, oh, I don't have anything to tell her. Oh my God. So I started like digging in to try to figure it out. And so I've tried to expand into like other markets, like Australia and New Zealand, so hard. So like products are so expensive and the time difference is just so brutal. So I've been always super wary about that. But the Philippines market is crazy. Like what their pre-launch, like what they can have as distributors. So anyone who like basically enrolls with the pre-launch or within that first 30 days, according to the video with Patillo, like to get commission qualified, they only need to run a 40 BV personal auto ship or have 75 PBV in customer orders. So they're getting the opportunity to get commission qualified for half. So that was super cool. And to get like their fast start qualifications a little bit different. So they do still get the $100 shopping spree when they get 4 customers, but they have to have 400 BV in their first 30 days to get fast start qualified. Y'all, that's like a straight up 400 box, and that can come from any volume. Their orders, customer orders, their auto ship, all of that good stuff still counts. And so like that was really exciting. I was like, oh, they're like literally becoming a 400 box just to get faster qualified. Okay, done there. They don't have an eSuite website maintenance fee. Like it's free. Like their front and back office, there's none. Like there's no maintenance. They pay for their business enrollment kit. They can literally just get eSuite. Like when they join, they can literally just get their offices. They don't have to set up an auto ship right then. But like, boom, done. Never have to pay for that. So that's different than our market. So I was like, oh, legitimately no extra anything. Okay, perfect. And their loyal customer program is going to be a little bit different. It's just a month-to-month thing. They can cancel at any time. They don't have like a 3-month commitment. Their loyal customer program is month-to-month, and it is 20% cheaper than retail. People can still literally get retail in the Philippines. Like they only have a couple products right now, but they're slated to launch the keto line later this year. But right now they have wraps, facials, and defining gel, and you can get those in singles. You can buy a single wrap and you can buy a single facial now, and you got BV for that. So that's super exciting, and it's roughly price point comparison to us. So I'll like send you like all the little chart things. I made, since it's free right now, like I made my cat a fake Philippines thing so that I could get what their business builder kits are. Totally did that last night. So I got all their pricing, what their new packs are, and it's basically about price point comparison to us. So it's about, if they only get the E-Suite, it's about $50 to join. But if they get the first business pack, which is a bag of wraps and defining gel, that's only about $119. So it's about the same as like ours, like after shipping and everything. But that's like 50 BV. They can literally get that and be commission qualified right off the bat. They do have, so they've got the 3 enrollment options. So they have the first one that's just 1 bag of wraps and defining gel, that's 50 BV. Their second option, which is just under like $300, like American dollars, is 4 bags of wraps and 2 full tubes of defining gel. That's 150 BV for them. And that's going to include their back office, all that good stuff already. And then they can literally buy for just under 600. It's a full 400 BV. If they get that, they will automatically fast start qualify them. Like if they get that, it's automatic. And it's 4 bags of wraps, 3 bags of facials, and 4 full tubes of defining gel. So they get a lot. So if they want to go out and party and make that back right away, they totally can. But if they just literally want to enroll with the website and go from there, it's like $50. It's literally like half off kits all over again. And then they have.
So I'm going to stop you real quick. You said the $50 to join with just the website. That's not including any products. That is only for their back office and their personal website.
Yep.
Okay.
So there's that. So they would have to like get something, but then, I mean, for people who are just like, I don't know, and then they're just going to order something later, it's kind of a good like selling point to be like, well, you can literally get a bag of wraps and the defining gel right now for cheaper if you get it, as opposed to like you're just gonna have to order it anyway. So
do you have pricing on like if they were to order later by chance, like how much a bag of wraps is or anything?
Yeah, it's like
you're going to that later.
I had a currency calculator last night while I was figuring this out. I was like, oh, everything is in Filipino pesos, which I haven't really figured out the currency way yet. I just asked the internet, worked out, it's all good.
That's fine.
So they just like have the different options. And there's like a little video that I'll send you that anyone who like pre-enrolled already, like there's literally like people with full like diamond and above teams built, because you can enroll a distributor and you can place distributors, but you cannot, well, you should not place any loyals with them because their 30 days starts on launch day. So as soon as launch happens, that starts their 30 days. And it's like if you place anybody and then that person doesn't end up going live, so pre-launch gets all of their info, and then on launch day is when their card is charged. So they pay on launch day, and if that does not go through, they've got 72 hours to pay for that to go active, to have, like if you placed anybody under them, for any of that to be active. Otherwise, it just compresses up. It's like they're canceled, not really their person.
Yeah.
So there's like people that have like pre-built full teams that are going to go live, which is crazy.
Yeah, I know Jenica's done that and stuff, but like I said, it's not really excited me or anything until like now, understanding the full potential with this huge launch.
Like it's just so different. Like their little customer program being different, like more options there. It is a little bit limited in products, but
that's only for now though. I mean, they're expanding the full keto line later.
I mean, we started with wraps, so I mean, everybody needs wraps, like everybody.
So did you have anything else on that?
Not on the fancy nitty gritty stuff. They just have like the 3 options that are just wraps right now. Wraps and facials. I think like my favorite part is that you can get like single wraps and single facials, and that does still give us BV. Like they can order it and it's still like 15 BV each.
And to enroll somebody, you go to your website itworks.com slash, isn't
It's
it?
just slash expansion, yeah.
Expansion.
And that's gonna take them to just like literally the only thing that you need is your name and email address and which country you're in. I did it for my cat. It was super quick. And then it sends you an email, and then in the email, now that they're getting closer to launch, they'll get a complete enrollment. It'll have their ID number, a temporary password, and then for them to fill out all their information, like pick which kit they want. They can set up their auto ship, but nothing does get charged until launch on the 29th. So that's super cool. And then that does, it does tell them that you only need that like 40 BV auto ship to be fully commission qualified with this launch, which is crazy.
And for the $100 shopping spree, they just have to get the 4 customers. They don't even technically have to be commission qualified like us, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they just have to get the 4 customers. So there's like little bitty tweaks. And as soon as they pre-enroll, they're going to get their own expansion website as well. It automatically makes their duplicated website so they can start giving it to other people the same way that we can. So, and they'll be able to log into eSuite, see and move distributors. So they do still have those 72 hours so they can move and build their own teams the same way we can with them. So,
how are you expanding your network to the Philippines to be able to like communicate, well, not really communicate, but like connect with people in the Philippines?
Instagram. Yeah, I haven't even tried with Facebook yet. I Googled the Philippines and then I found a couple universities because I was running into, I was just searching the Philippines as a hashtag. So many people go on vacation and all of a sudden I'm like, you don't actually live there. You were just on vacation for like a week. So I was going to like actual schools and then like looking at people enrolled in the university because then it's like, you live there, you're in college, you probably need money. And there's really not a lot of any kind of this business in the Philippines. Like I like try to look up like who is maybe competitive there and they don't really have anything. There's not really a health market the way that we have it in the Philippines right now. There's not. So it's like we're coming in and it's like there's like no one else right now. Like there's, according to Patillo's video that I'm gonna link you, there's like 30,000 pre-enrolled like Philippine distributors right now, which is crazy. And if even a quarter of those actually come live, like market's gonna be crazy. Philippines, millions and millions of people. Millions.
And then think about Mexico, because they've been waiting for that for like ever.
I've been waiting for Mexico for like a year and a half.
Yeah, like really. So you're just searching like universities. Are you expanding past like universities yet, or just solely focusing?
I'm kind of like ish. So I'll like find. So there's like a girl whose page I was like, I love your page. I need to be friends with you, and then all of your friends. So I just like went to like her most popular picture, and then I just like went through like the people who liked it, and you can kind of tell who like actually lives there. A lot of them, something I noticed, a lot of them like to put the Filipino flag in their like bio. Like I was like, oh, you and you and you and you, and just follow and like I've gotten like a couple have already. I save everything into collections so that I can like intentionally interact with them. Some of the people I saved into collections literally already voted on polls that I've done on my Instagram stories, and we're talking about the business already. They're like, what do you do? What is that? I want more money. And like kind of like going over like the pre-expansion and all that. So it might actually be worth it.
Well, I mean, like it will be if they end up pre-enrolling and then like it's snowball effect. Okay, so basically that's all the like questions I just personally had. Because like I said, I have not been like super stoked about this whole Philippines launch or anything until you mentioned it to me today. And I'm like, okay, we totally need to get on this. Does anyone else have like specific questions or anything?
How do you start, other than just liking their stuff? Like, because when they first started talking about it on the Rap Starts page, I added a lot of people on Facebook from the Philippines. And I've had a lot of them like pictures, multiple pictures about being distributors, like just personal pictures. How do you interact with them once, like, how do you go?
Like, how do you message them or like talk to them about it?
Yeah.
So I love messaging. Messaging is my jam. I'll message anybody under the sun. I don't even care if they didn't like anything that I've ever posted. If I'm following them and they might be following me, or I've like liked 4 of their pictures, I'm going to message them. For the most part, it really is just like, I think you'd be really good at what I do, and I won't tell anyone that I don't like. Like, if I don't like how your page looks, I will not talk to you. It just won't happen. Or I'll maybe pitch you like as a customer, but like if your page is like not cute, bunch of vulgar stuff, a lot of angry, I'm just like, no. I'm like, because I think you'll be good at what I do. If they don't have, like, I specifically look for people who posted at least 3 times last week. That way they're on social media. They love stories. Like, all of these people have public profiles with stories, like all these stories. I'm just like, look at what you did today. Okay. So I'm like interacting on their stories, things like that. But mostly I'm just like, I think you'd be really good at what I do. Or I've got a longer one that's like, I know we don't really know each other. I was like checking out your page again because I've been like back and forth following them. Like, oh, I liked your picture this morning. I'm going to message you this afternoon. Like, I just accidentally came back to you. I didn't. I've been stalking you all day. And like, I'll tell them something I like about their page and then ask them if they're open to some info. If it's like, it's literally like, if yes, yay, happy face. If no, no worries, I still love following you. And then it's like my name, but I like put their name in the message. And for the most part, they're like, oh my gosh, what do you do? What's your side business? What is this? And then like they're watching my story. I don't know that anyone has ever consistently watched my stories as these new Filipino people. Like they stalk
Because
you.
like you said, like they don't have anything like this in their country. So it's like, oh my gosh, this is so new. I'm so excited. Like they're going to watch it.
It's like, what are direct sales? Nobody knows what MLMs
What is this health and wellness thing?
What is this magical rap? Exactly. That's what they don't age. I've discovered they don't age. Like some of these girls are in college and I'm like, you are 14. I'm like, none of you age, but like all of y'all are gonna love the rap. I need whatever fountain of youth is in the Philippines. That is what I decided at 1:00 this morning.
Like the sun. Basically.
Probably, yeah. I don't get a lot of that. You can't tell. I don't get a lot of that. Yeah.
Okay. So any other questions or just comments or anything like that? Like I said, we just wanted to kind of go over like expansion because Cassie totally just like blew my mind today about it.
Just message. Like if you like somebody's page, I don't even care if they're from the Philippines or not. Just message them. Nothing bad will happen. I was listening to a Zoom earlier today and the girl was like, why are you scared to message? Can they actually come through your phone and punch you in the face? No. And if they could, you wouldn't be on your phone anyway. Nothing scary is going to happen if you message someone. They ignore you.
Like, the worst they can do is block you, and obviously you don't need them in your life if they're going to do that anyway. So
Exactly. I have the most angry, hateful girl who has not blocked me. She likes all of my posts, and she watches my stories every day. Like, I don't care. I messaged her. She got really mad. She's still watching my life. People ignore you. They're still watching your life. People are rude to you. Bye. And there's like 1 billion people on Instagram. I ain't got time for that.
Yeah. Like
when we get to India, we need to get to India though. Like we need India. I need that extra billion. That's 1 billion more people. That's what I really want because there's so many people in India who love love my stuff. And I'm like, we'll get there. I don't know when, but we're going to get there.
Well,
So.
and then like Australia just needs to, like, Australia is a huge market, but we don't have anything in Australia. The prices are ridiculous. So
If they had
I
a shipping center, it would be totally different. Because right now they're shipping from the US to Australia and New Zealand. Like the Philippines have a shipping center. That is why it is so much cheaper. Like it's not, it's just cheaper there. We built a center in the Philippines for it. Like that's what we need to do. I ain't bashing any other markets, European market, same price point comparison, but without a distribution center, it's
just
I don't know how Australia does it.
That's why there's not a whole lot of like successful people, I feel like, that are in Australia.
Yeah, like if anything, their network is outside it. And then let's see. I feel like the time difference isn't even that bad. What time is it?
I've never even tried to go to Australia for that specific reason.
Yeah, so it's like tomorrow already for them, but it's not like, so like our evenings are their mornings, and then my mornings
like a 12-hour difference.
Are their evenings. Yeah, so like that's been really, really good. I'm like, messaged people today, this morning, they're messaging me back now. So that's kind of like a nicer time difference experience, as opposed to it's the middle of tomorrow afternoon in Australia and New Zealand. I'm sleeping all the time that y'all are awake.
Does anyone else have any more questions or comments or anything?
Just message them. We've got like 40 days for them to like get commission qualified with 40 BV. Like that is magical. They could literally get like a bag of wraps. They're like, hello, commission qualifications. You set up your auto ship. Boom.
Do you happen to know the if BV is the exact same for like the wraps and everything?
Yeah.
So like a bag of wraps is 54 BV.
Defining gel is 40. Facials are 54, and then the singles are 15 each. So, and you can get like bigger packs. So they have like kind of like the We Do, like the quick pick, where it's like 2 bags of wraps, defining gel, like those combos, like the wraps, facials, that stuff.
And you said, what was the price point on a bag of wraps? Is it the equivalent, like it's $59 over there?
Yeah, I think it's like $65 US, something like that. But it's very much like once you convert the dollars, it's within like 4 or 5 for pretty much everything. Anything else?
But you said it's in pesos, not USD, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very
I appreciate your help, Cassie, and just going over everything. It was like super beneficial. I took like a whole page of notes, like because, like I said, I've just not been super excited or like gung-ho about this whole Philippines launch. But you can take this information, do it for Philippines launch, and then also apply it to the Mexico launch, which is happening the end of June. So like obviously focus on Philippines right now since we are expanding to them and everything. But then also kind of convert it over to Mexico as well. That way you're expanding in Mexico too, or getting ready for that too. But if nobody has any other questions, I'll go ahead and end this. But thank you so much, Cassie. I really appreciate everything.
And I'll send you like the link and all this fancy stuff real quick.
That's fine. That's fine. And I'll send it to everybody else after I get that and then send the recording.
Yay!
Thanks, guys. Have a good evening.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.